You pick the heading.
So I actually decided I wanted to pursue something in aviation about 2 years ago. I'd always been a fan of anything engineering related since I was in elementary school. Started out with roller coasters for a long time. It's basically like a roller coaster you can control. It's like every single day I look forward to the next flight lesson, the next ground lesson, whatever it is, aviation related, I'm always excited for it.
When you're working with highly motivated people, it's almost always going to be a good day. I've always wanted to be a pilot. I'm from Nigeria. I followed my dream. I went to Western Michigan University in 2019, completed their bachelor's program in aviation flight science. Finding a job as a flight instructor was actually a lot more difficult than I thought it'd be. I knew I wanted to instruct. I really thought the job was just cool. I mean, I always looked up to my flight instructors going through flight training. It was, especially starting out, you don't really realize what it takes to get through the program. And you see these people who are so good at it that they can teach other people. And that was always inspiring and attractive to me. Sticking together and all just trying to grow together. That's definitely what the culture is about. So I can't think of a better place to work.
So like growing up, we traveled a lot as a family, and one of my favorite parts of any trip was going to the airport and just being around airplanes. My grandpa and his brother, they owned an aeronautical engineering company. As a kid growing up, we would go there and there's just everything airplanes, but they also had a full big flight simulator that we would fly when we got to go there. So that really kind of hooked me by going to fly that at a young age.
Ultimately, what got me into it is I was staying at a friend's house in 8th grade, I think it was. And in the morning, we got up to leave, and her dad is a pilot, or was a pilot, with United. And he was all dressed in his fancy uniform, like captain stripes. And so I saw that and I was like, I didn't realize that you were an airline pilot. And he's like, oh yeah, that's why I'm gone so much. And so I just asked him a couple questions before he left, and I was like, wow, that sounds like an awesome career. And I pointed at his little wings that he had on his lapel, and he ended up taking them off and giving them to me and said, here you go, to encourage you in your aviation career. So I've had that pair of wings with me since 8th grade. They're actually pinned on my flight bag.
I think the culture here is a lot more tight-knit. I think for my team, we just really want to see people succeed, and we'll do whatever we can to help them through that process.
One thing for us is, that whole onboarding and that experience. We've tried to fine-tune it to make sure that everybody has that same experience and that same welcoming. When you walk through those doors, you get, do you want some coffee or do you want a drink? We've got stuff like that, but when somebody calls in and they're like, hey, I just want to go fly. I want to do this for fun. I don't want to go be an airline pilot. They get the same sort of transparency and welcoming that we give to our accelerated students. And I think that's something that sets us apart. Because I feel like a lot of flight schools, you're kind of just another number there, but you're not here, you're a person.